Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to yet another edition of Doom Mod Madness. This time round, we're checking out Contra Doom, and much like the name implies, this mod is directly inspired by the Contra series, which are games that I was a massive fan of back in the day, and also games that I was a little bit rubbish at playing. They're tremendously challenging, tremendously unforgiving, and they just regularly kicked my ass, as they did most people, to be perfectly honest. And to be considered truly hardcore, you'd have to be able to get through one of these games in one single unbroken piece. And I think that probably still holds true to this day, but unfortunately that's something that I can seldom achieve. All things considered though, it's still really fun to see these Contra elements at work here in Contra Doom. It's a really interesting blend of elements because one single hit from an enemy projectile here will kill you. You only get 3 lives per run, and once you run out of a life, that's it. You gotta start all over again. And when you lose a life, you also lose one of these precious power-ups. I've currently got the spread shot, which is pretty good for dispatching crowds, but the other one, the homing missile, is my real favorite. It is just tremendous. Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm coming back to get you. God damn. I was just about to show that one off, and they had to go and kill me. But this is the main difference between Contra Doom and Contra in its original form. You basically have to have eyes in the back of your head because you're dealing with a 3D environment, whereas in classic Contra, it's 2D side-scrolling. You can see where every projectile is coming from. Thankfully, all enemies in Contra Doom shoot projectiles, so they don't shoot hit-scan weapons. And what I mean by that is, if you play regular Doom, when a zombie soldier shoots you, it's pretty much instantaneous. But here, they shoot a tiny projectile, moves a bit slower, and you can basically dodge it. So, yeah, small mercies. But all of these elements come together to provide a much more arcadey Doom experience than you're probably used to. I mean, I've got a scoreboard in the bottom right-hand corner there, and when that ticks over a certain amount, I'll actually get an extra life. So there's an incentive to play well, because it'll enable you to play longer through this particular gameplay mode. And I just love how faithful it is to the older Contra design. I mean, the HUD here is ripped straight from that game itself. I love the sound effects that have been used. I love the sprites that they're using for projectiles, and I love that the enemies, when they die, do the little bouncy explodey thing. That is just vintage Contra. It's fantastic. Ooh, while I'm at it, the Kako I just killed dropped a blue power-up with an R on it, and that's rapid fire. So when we pick this up, it'll basically give us a much faster fire rate, which basically means enemies will go down a hell of a lot quicker. So yeah, you gotta basically keep your eyes peeled for different combinations of power-ups that will be quite useful. I've also got a smart bomb in my inventory as well, and I think I just got myself an extra life. Awesome. But if things get a little too hectic, I can also press right mouse button and just kill everything in my immediate vicinity. But you got to be a bit careful. If that in turn blows up something like an explosive barrel, that will also kill you. So you've, yeah, got to check your surroundings before you let something like that off. This map as well, believe it or not, is not bundled with Contra Doom. This is something that I picked myself to go with this particular mod. This is designed by Sergeant Mark IV. Yeah, love him or loathe him, he does make some very interesting maps and some really stellar mods. And to be perfectly honest, I think this map goes together with Contra Doom perfectly. In fact, it reminded me quite a lot of that opening stage in Contra Alien Wars, that urban environment. So yeah, that's my whole reasoning behind picking this particular one. It just didn't feel right going through vanilla maps with this particular gameplay mod, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's wreak some havoc this side of the wall, shall we? We're not too far off the end of the stage here, really. There's a cyber demon fight at the end to do as well, which I think doubles quite well for a Contra-esque boss battle. But ooh, we've also got the flamethrower pickup, and laser, nah, laser kind of sucks. I'm going to stick with the spread shot because it's just really effective at taking out groups of problematic enemies. Ooh, we've got even more power-ups in here. Ooh, I could get my homing missiles back. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But first I'll show you what the flamethrower actually looks like. As you can see, it's pretty fun, it's pretty spot on, but not quite as fun as the homing missiles. But through here, I'm pretty sure we're going to face up against our cyber demon friend. Yeah, he's over the other side of the river. You can just see him stomping around over there. We've also got NPC characters in this particular map as well. You want to be careful not to get in the line of fire of these guys because they can actually take you out by accident. It happened to me a ton at the start of this particular map when I was trying to get it recorded first time round, but as long as you stay out the way, you should be fine. And we're just going to continue peppering the Cyber Demon from this side of the river. This probably gives us a decent amount of range to avoid his rocket volleys. But it's a kind of interesting dynamic at work here in Contra Doom, because a rocket to the face will do just as much damage to you as a single bullet from a zombie soldier. The only difference is how long they take to take down, really. And, oh, there he goes. That was good timing. But that's the Cyber Demon taken care of, and now we can pretty much scooch across the bridge on the river here and head towards the exit, but we're not going to do that. I'm actually in search of a red keycard, because back near the starting area there's a door that I haven't been able to get through yet that needs a red keycard. So I'm just going to snoop around the edges here just in case there is a red keycard. Oh, wait, no. Not getting the drop on me, Impy Boy. But, yeah, it's not looking like there's any red keycards around here. Maybe it's an unfinished aspect of this particular level. You never know, it might be down here in the sewers near the exit. But yeah, that's the exit right there. We're not going to go through. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to type in IDKFA, just to save on time. So, IDKFA. Fantastic. Let's go open that damn door. So this here is the mystery red keycard door. I've got no idea what's behind it. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, it's a lift. Where does the lift lead, I wonder? It leads to a rooftop. Okay, anything interesting on the rooftop? Nah, it's a little bit of a letdown, really. Maybe we can do some rooftop parkour. Let's try this balcony. Hey! Maybe this vent, actually, come to think of it. No, we're a little too low down for that. Maybe if we get on top of this, maybe there'll be something around the corner. I'm convinced there's got to be something up here. They can't just be all for absolutely nothing. We got some more balconies. We can hop across these. There's another rooftop. Let's give it a try, shall we? Hey, and there's absolutely nothing up here. Oh well, mystery solved either way, I suppose. We could probably jump onto these little balconies at the side here, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think there's going to be all that much point to it, folks. But yeah, that was Contra Doom, played on the City Assault map. If you feel like downloading either of these, the link, as usual, is in the description below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know in the comments below, and feel free to suggest any mods that you'd like to see me cover in future episodes of Doom Mod Madness. This has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.